Beneath the acacia shadows of the Serengeti, twilight descends like a held breath, and the earth remembers its oldest law. Here, mercy is a myth. Survival is not granted. It is seized, fought for, earned in blood and cunning. Two warriors walk this ancient stage. The hyena, laughing executioner of the night, and the wild boar, tusked defender of the herd. One hunts in numbers, guided by hunger's cruel wisdom. The other stands defiant, armored in rage and desperation. Balance demands sacrifice. Welcome to Animal Attacks, the Shadow War. Hyenas versus wild boars in the circle of life. The Serengeti ecosystem sprawls across northern Tanzania and southern Kenya. A vast theater of grassland, thorn scrub, and acacia woodland. Where over 1.5 million wildebeest migrate in eternal rotation. The land breathes in seasons. Wet months bring abundance. Dry months strip it bare. Here, the sun is judge and executioner. Waterholes shrink to muddy craters. Dust devils spiral like ghosts. Every creature feels the pulse of scarcity in its veins. Predators patrol the margins. Prey animals cluster in nervous herds. Eyes wide, ears twitching. The weak are culled before nightfall. The slow become memory. There is no fairness here, no negotiation. The savanna does not forgive hesitation. This is the Serengeti, where survival answers only one law: adapt or die. And in the shadows between dusk and dawn, two ancient adversaries continue a war that predates human witness. A conflict written in tooth and tusk. Strategy and brute force. When light thins and grass turns to rumor, the battlefield resets. Every breath must choose a side. The spotted hyena is Africa's most misunderstood predator. For millennia, folklore painted them as cowards, thieves of lion kills, laughing jesters of the night. The truth is far more complex. Hyenas are apex opportunists. Intelligent, social, and ruthlessly efficient. A clan can number up to 80 individuals, led by a dominant matriarch whose authority is absolute. Their social structure rivals that of primates. Hyenas communicate through whoops, giggles, and groans. A sophisticated vocal language that coordinates hunts across kilometers. They recognize dozens of clan members by voice alone. Decisions are collective, hunts are democratic. When the matriarch calls, the clan responds as one fluid organism. Their jaws deliver one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom, powerful enough to crush bone, crack open marrow, digest what lions leave behind. Nothing is wasted. Hyenas are not merely scavengers. They are hunters in their own right, responsible for up to 90% of their own kills in some regions. Intelligence over brute strength. Unity over solitary prowess. This is the hyena's code. And it has kept them thriving for over 10 million years. In the Ledger of Darkness, the clan writes in chorus. And the night reads every line. Tonight, a clan of 12 hyenas moves through the darkness like smoke. Their eyes glow amber in the moonlight. They've been tracking a sounder of wild boars for hours, waiting for the perfect moment. Patience is their first weapon. Coordination is their second. The lead female signals with a low whoop. The clan splits into two groups, one to flank, one to drive. They move in silence now, bellies low to the ground, closing the distance. Wild boars are no easy prey. They are armed, aggressive, and fiercely protective of their young. But hyenas understand fear. They know how to weaponize chaos. The attack begins with a sudden rush. The boars scatter, tusks flashing, grunts turning to panicked squeals. Hyenas dart in and out, testing defenses, probing for weakness. One piglet stumbles. In an instant, 3 hyenas converge. The sow charges back, slashing wildly. But the damage is done. The The hyenas retreat with their prize, disappearing into the night as quickly as they came. What seems brutal is pure strategy. A masterclass in calculated aggression. Every movement, every feint, every coordinated strike is rehearsed through generations of survival. Hunger is the drumbeat. Timing is the blade. The wild boar is no victim. Compact, muscular, and armed with curved tusks that can grow up to 12 inches long, this is an animal built for war. Males can weigh over 200 pounds. Their bodies covered in coarse bristles, their necks protected by thick cartilage shields. They are the gladiators of the undergrowth. Fierce, territorial, and unflinching in the face of danger. Wild boars are omnivores, thriving on roots, tubers, insects, and carrion. They are ecological engineers, rooting through soil, dispersing seeds, shaping the landscape. But their adaptability comes with a cost. They are hunted by leopards, lions, crocodiles, and hyenas. Yet, unlike most prey, wild boars do not simply flee. They stand their ground. A threatened boar lowers its head, tusks forward, eyes blazing with primal fury. It charges without hesitation, without calculation. There is no retreat, no surrender. The boar's philosophy is simple. If you want my life, come and take it, but know that I will make you bleed. Power does not always win. But it demands respect. And in the wild, respect is currency. Every scar is a lesson written in hide and resolve. Out here, there are no borders, no rules of engagement, just two species drawn to the same battleground by the oldest force in nature. Hunger. The hyenas circle, eyes locked on a lone boar separated from its sounder. The boar stands firm, foam dripping from its jaws. Tusks gleaming in the firelight of dusk. The hyenas probe, darting in from different angles, testing the boar's reflexes. Each lunge is met with a vicious swipe of tusks. One hyena yelps, blood streaming from a gash across its shoulder. But hyenas don't tire. They don't give up. They rotate relentless, wearing down their opponent inch by inch. The boar pivots, charges, gouges, but it's fighting shadows. Every time it commits to one attacker, another strikes from behind. Exhaustion creeps in. The boar's movements slow. Its breath comes in ragged gasps. And then, in one synchronized rush, the hyenas close in. A hyena doesn't kill with elegance. It disables, dismantles, devours. The boar fights until its last breath. Tusks slashing air, defiance unbroken. But numbers win. Strategy conquers rage. This is not cruelty. It is the mathematics of survival. The silence that follows is not peace, it is the price paid. Not all battles on the Serengeti are between predator and prey. Sometimes, the greatest threat comes from a rival who walks the same path. Lions despise hyenas. The animosity is ancient. Rooted in competition for the same kills. The same territory, the same scraps of dominance. When a lion pride discovers a hyena clan feeding, the outcome is predictable. The lions charge, roaring, scattering hyenas in every direction. Hyenas outnumber them, but lions outweigh them. A single swipe from a male lion can break a hyena's spine. So the hyenas retreat, cackling, circling, waiting. But hyenas are patient. They know the lions will gorge themselves and leave. And when the pride finally moves on, bellies distended, the hyenas return. They strip the carcass to bone, crack open skulls, and consume what others waste. Lions enforce rank through dominance. Hyenas rely on resilience. Intelligence outlasts brutality. Adaptation outlasts strength. And in the long game of survival, it is not always the fiercest who endures, but the cleverest. What the day claims with roar, the night reclaims with method. A clan of hyenas rests near a watering hole at dawn. Bodies sprawled in exhausted contentment. Cubs tumble over one another. Play fighting, learning the language of strategy before they understand the stakes. The matriarch watches, scars crisscrossing her muzzle, a living map of survival. Hyenas are masters of adaptation. When prey migrates, they follow. When drought strikes, they scavenge. When rivals encroach, they relocate. Every terrain becomes a tactic. Every obstacle, an opportunity. They have survived ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and human expansion. They thrive in deserts, forests, grasslands. Where others specialize, hyenas generalize. And that flexibility is their greatest weapon. The Serengeti will continue to test them. Droughts will come, prey will vanish, lions will chase them from kills, wild boars will fight back with fury. But the hyenas will endure because they always have. They do not rule the savannah. They do not claim dominion. But they persist. Laughing into the darkness, shadows among shadows. Survivors in a kingdom that bows to no one. The Serengeti whispers its oldest truth. Survival belongs not to the fiercest, but to those who adapt, endure, and outwit the darkness. The hyenas laugh into the night, not in mockery, but in defiance of extinction itself. But this shadow war is fragile, its balance threatened by shrinking territories and human expansion. By protecting these lands, we preserve a living testament to nature's cunning and resilience. What do you feel after witnessing this ancient rivalry unfold? Can strategy truly triumph over fury in the wild's endless dance? If this journey stirred something primal within you, share your thoughts below. Hit that like button, subscribe to Animal Attacks, and ring the notification bell. Because the wild has more secrets to reveal. And you won't want to miss what hunts in the shadows next.